time.
Orlando, Florida. It's time to celebrate 25 years of spandex action.
That is not spandex.
It's Ranger Stop 2018. Join us for 3 days of more phenomenal fun. Check out the dealer's room, including a live demo of the upcoming Heroes of the Grid board game from Renegade Studios. Save the dance floor with the Heroes vs. Villains Ultimate Showdown Party. See amazing panels from fans and guests alike. And of course, meet your favorite Rangers in person. Here's this year's guest lineup: Austin St. John, Walter Emmanuel Jones, Audrey Dubois, Steve Cardenas, Karen Ashley, David Fielding, Rami J. Scharf, Sandy Selner, Hannah Marie Rickson, Catherine Sutherland, Barbara Goodson, Nikia Baris, Christopher Kamen Lee, Selwyn Ward, Tracy Lynn Cruz, Patrick David, Sean C.W. Johnson, Michael Copon, Jessica Ray, Anne Marie Crouch, Lee Ming Hu, Mike Ginn, Andrew Gray, John Mark Loudermilk, Azim Risk, Sierra Hanna, Christina Masterson, Cameron Jebo, Yoshi Sidarso, Peter Sidarso, and for the first time ever, 2 actors from the Japanese Super Sentai, Yuta Mochizuki and Reiko Chiba. So join us for Ranger Stop 2018, taking place at the Holiday Inn Suites across from Universal Studios, November 9th through 11th. Head to rangerstop.com for more information and to purchase your passes. 25 years later, it's still morphin' time.
Superhero time starts now.
Hi, my name is Sasha Craig. I play Kelsey Winslow on Lightspeed Rescue, and you're here for a Ranger Recap.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ranger Recap, the only Power Rangers podcast to ask the question, are you prepared to fail? I don't come up with the title names.
Yeah. If he did, the titles would be better.
Yeah, I'm I just saw that title and I'm like, bodes well.
Yeah, right?
Yep. Yeah. We got nothing else to add to it, folks. Just
Yeah, I got nothing.
bad. Just finish the intro, bud. We got work to do.
Anyway, I'm Easy Rider. That's the Shades. That's Matty Jay. And, I don't know. Anything interesting happened this week?
Well, there is the one thing.
Oh, yeah, that.
that thing there.
Yeah, we actually do have one little bit of news to go over here today. And, yeah, so the thing is that we actually...
Take it from me, John. Take it from me. Stretch.
Yeah, I'm taking my time. Trust me, we're hourly, folks. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, good question. How about that Beast Morphers news? Let's talk about that, shall we? Because yeah, we actually have a Beast Morphers update. So, we met our 3 main cast members, and they're awesome and everything like that. But they've now announced basically the supporting cast for Beast Morphers. 5 actors have been confirmed for the show, none of them which have been confirmed as Rangers, so we can't assume any of them are going to be, gold and silver or anything like that. But let's go down the list. We've got Abraham Rodriguez playing Nate. We have Colby Strong as Blaze. We have Cosme Flores as Ben. We have
fellow big dude. Awesome.
Yeah. We got Christina Ho as Betty, and we have Liana Ramirez as Roxy, and that is in the order that you see there on screen from left to right.
I can already hear the fans postulating who's going to be the enter and escape adaptation, if there is going to be one.
Yeah, that's a good question. Though I'm not gonna lie, and I hate the fact that I think this way, but I have to. Ben worries me. I don't know Cosme Flores' acting talent. I don't know what he's capable of, but just looking at him, I kind of see what kind of character they're gonna make out of him, and that worries me.
Let's not jump to conclusions, though. Let's just welcome the new cast, shall we?
Agreed. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I pray to God that I'm just making a bad assumption here, but this is Saban. Even though it's Hasbro, this is still going to be Saban's team working on this show. Call me crazy for not assuming that he's going to be the comic relief in some fashion. I just got that sense.
Well, say what you will about comedy relief. I will say this: it's better than the Rangers being their own comic relief, because that worked so well in Dino Charge.
God, jeez.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I mean, apart from Coda, which Coda was awesome.
Why do you think I was? Actually, that was what I was referring to, Matty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. This humor wasn't exactly the funniest.
Yeah.
Also, this is why I call Victor and Monty a necessary evil.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
Yep. Also, our Rangers have names. We just found that out.
Yeah, Adak running them out. Our red is Devin, blue is Ravi, and yellow is Zoe.
Ha! Devin's a girl's name. No, I'm kidding, folks. I've actually heard some males named Devin.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna have a hard time not saying Devon get the tables when we start riffing. I'm getting it out of the way now.
Bullshit!
Also,
You'll do it again later, and you damn well know it. Don't. Sorry.
Also, let's put the kibosh on the Zoe 101 jokes.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about those.
I think
Zoe's a good name for yellow. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree.
There.
I agree.
One of these.
No, good names. Good names, though.
Yes.
I am not complaining about the names.
No. Like even the side characters' names all seem pretty solid overall. I don't really have any complaints about the names. Blaze is a little bit of an interesting one, but Nate, Ben, Betty, and Roxy, I got no complaints about that.
Oh God, Roxy. I will try not to make too many EGOD jokes, but no promises.
Roxy's so close to Roxanne, and there's that police song right in your head, folks.
Ah, fuck.
You don't have to put on the red light.
What am I going to do with you two?
And you cry when we bring up something besides Toku. See, that's your problem.
Let's not start that, please.
Let's not.
Just saying.
And besides, our comedy right now is better than the comedy in the episode where we're about the riff. Think about that.
Can we please talk about something else? I don't want to do this episode.
I know, I don't either. I haven't even seen it yet, but if these two are warning me about this episode, we're in trouble here, folks.
We're not gonna do picket signs like Drew Gulak used to, but we're doing this episode under protest.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. I usually am of sound mind, and I'm usually of sound mind when I get into these episodes, because I'm like, let's see what it is. They say that it's mad. Let's see. I've watched this week's episode, folks. I am not looking forward to watching it again.
You know what, Matty? Let's just go ahead and hit the MST3K button and get it out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, easy. Yeah.
We're being our own ads.
Yeah.
We have to. We have to. In this case, we freaking have to. Deep hurting. Deep hurting.
I mean, come on.
This is your one warning, folks.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't help. Look at the title of the episode. I mean, hell, Easy made the joke earlier. Prepare to fail. It's like they knew.
You know it's bad when even Ranger Liz is going,
As much as we'd like to put it off, though, we gotta do this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, let's do this. Hopefully you have your episode loaded up from whatever legal resources available to you.
I can't even laugh at that.
oh, so she's doing the trick of the, no.
Natty.
Look, I'm trying to squeeze as much comedy out of the stone as I can here.
You're pushing. The only blood that's gonna be coming from that stone is gonna be coming from your own hand.
It's true, but at least you'll laugh at it.
No, we won't.
Aww.
Yeah, Cure, run now while you still can.
We'll still be here bitching when you get back.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel, episode 13. Prepare to fail. In 3, 2, 1, play.
Not long enough ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're so legendary, no one's ever heard of them before until now.
Right?
Yeah.
Necrom, we were just in the last 5 minutes saying that. You don't need to remind us.
Oh, we were flashing the warning signs right here.
Thanks for the late breaking news, but we already heard.
We know we've seen the awful.
Oh, good God.
Oh, those guys look familiar.
Shoot. What's the time code on your video, guys?
104, 105, 106.
Yep.
Thank you.
I can hear you.
I am outside the room, you dolts.
I'm literally 2 feet away from you. I heard that, Curtis.
I already don't like where this is going.
Given what we
I'm
know
not
about
even
these
gonna
villains
do a
from
Space Mutiny joke. That's how bad this looks. Anyway, on to the good part.
Oh, what a surprise! The smart girl gets the good grades. What a shock.
a hot blonde getting an A+ in high school. This is science fiction.
I know. What a hot young blonde and athletic and a nerd.
All right, let's
Science
see what these
fiction,
two
ladies and
bumbling
gentlemen.
adults are up to.
Oh boy.
Now, guys, you've been doing pretty good for the last few episodes. Let's see if you can keep it up. Start the timer.
And started.
I thought Monty was supposed to be smart. How can he get an F?
Oh, Jesus,
Is he-
double Fs.
Is he
Ugh.
Yes, the genius who made a high-powered magnet that sucked in Ninja Steel got an F. Great continuity.
And this is a math test.
Oh, God. Anything involving baked beans cannot end well.
Good Lord, what the hell?
I quote the immortal Joe Bob Briggs, 2-year-old humor, ladies and gentlemen. We need to make that a button.
We've
Find
already got
that.
too many buttons.
Well, he can say it better than I can. Then again, he can say a lot of things better than I can.
You know, this is supposed to be a kid's show, and this kid's show has been 10% scatological humor. That is way too much scatological humor.
Agreed.
Most kids' shows should be tops 2 to 5%.
Well, they got to do something for 30 minutes. SpongeBob's not on till 11:30 or 12:30.
They hired one of the SpongeBob writers, didn't they?
Nope, same team.
Did we did we just have a fanboy last episode?
Not another obsessed stalker.
Well, hey, time out. Okay, who did?
Christ.
It's been a hard day's Ranger, and I've been morphing like a dog. Seriously, I'm amazed they don't do the Beatles ripoff where he's running from a horde of fans.
I know, right? And Riley, thank you. There is no such thing as too many buttons.
My girl. See, she gets us.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, now we get. Okay, now she has her face buried in a smartphone.
Now all is right with the world.
Oh, now it's official. Now we know how she once used crib notes.
Damn!
Okay, I'm going to give it to Christiane. That was savage.
Yeah.
Also, the greatest fighter in the world, Yuji Tanaka.
Greatest fighter in the world, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Joe Frazier.
No, that
Antonio Inoki.
Minoru Suzuki.
What fresh hell is this?
2 minutes later, and he's already selling better than Roman Reigns.
Wow.
This is pain. I think this is what pain feels like. Mama, the Red Ranger hit me.
And bear in mind, folks, this is supposed to be the adaptation of like the big bad from the series.
And he's sitting there, to quote Chisel Adonis, looking like a bitch.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't he do that in the Sentai?
And he looked like a bitch then, too.
You know, for ninjas, you forgot the core rule. Don't underestimate your opponent. You know, Brock Lesnar's intro in WWE would have been way different if he actually came out and acted like a coward, then, you know,
good Lord.
Beast incarnate.
Oh.
Imagine if a young Bill Goldberg did that.
Jesus.
I know, right?
Like ring the bell and it's like Festus and it's like, yeah, no, let's not think of that. No.
Okay. I'm starting to see how Sarah gets these A+. She goofs off on her phone, goes to see movies, doesn't study. You're sleeping with your teacher, aren't you? Her teacher's a woman!
And?
Wow, you came up with that all by yourself? I'm losing count of how many episodes Sarah had to learn from her mistake of not doing something or not overcompensating or undercompensating something. What is this, the 4th episode of this?
Yeah, it's getting old.
When the Fies does Haley get a focus episode?
Yeah, this sounds like something Haley would have to do. Can I just say this? To quote OSW Review and our own Mildred the Monk, damn it, D-Lo.
Yeah. You're not supposed to break kayfabe on stage, you idiot. You're supposed to do that backstage in the dressing room.
Hey.
All
right,
I can't wait to see how this goes.
Calling it now. Sarah's gonna completely. Oh, good God.
And nobody notices this. Literally, nobody notices this.
Oh, good Lord. What in the oh, my God. I am blocking my nose.
Thank God this isn't thank God this isn't in smell-o-vision.
Amen to that, brother.
Thank God this isn't in John Waters' Odorama.
Oh, no. Ah! Oh, my God. Ah!
Oh, my God. What?
We have officially hit, we are not scraping the bottom of the barrel anymore, people. We are literally digging through the earth.
Yeah. Honey, be thankful you were not watching this right now.
Also, if you wanted to make yourself sick and get out of a test, there are better ways.
Well, you could literally hang out with sick children and catch a cold inside 24 hours.
Hell, you could just go to the drugstore and get an Ipecac.
Oh my God!
And even that, and all
the
of that.
teacher.
Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, the teacher is called out on their bullshit.
Also, I'm pretty sure if you ate that many baked beans, you'd be barfing up a lung.
And a liver.
Not to mention the fact that you'd be getting more than just gas coming out of your system, let's be frank.
Yeah.
Huh?
I think I literally just threw up in my mouth a little bit watching that scene. Good thing Victor's rich.
Oh, yeah. By the way, you know it's bad when they Dutch ovened the damn classroom.
Yep. Wow, it's almost like goofing off kind of backfired.
No.
Yeah, Sarah, it's called You Dropped Your Guard. Yeah,
you got careless.
You dropped the ball, so to speak. She's right behind me, isn't she?
Oh, this teacher is savage as all get out.
Yes, sir. Savage as hell. I'm not turning it. Well, hold on. Let me get the savage button. Ooh, yeah.
And now they're going to learn how that applies to fighting freaking monsters.
No one's sensing a pattern here.
You noticed that too, huh?
Run away! Run away! Not!
Yeah, pretty much. I see Mark Harris is involved in this episode.
Explosion Man.
Oh, they're cowards.
And also Ninja Warriors. I didn't realize we were watching a Japanese obstacle course show.
No kidding. Or a bastardized American one.
And where the hell did that floating train come from? Easy. Did someone spike Ninja Steel with your Dano train?
No.
Also, Sarah, might want to change the top. Poppy had that for a long time, and she got shoulder tan.
I never understood that look.
Sexy people be sexy. I got nothing on that one.
I thought this was for kids.
Then why the heck did they retire a Brazilian actress who is obsessed with her booty?
Wait, his name is Brack?
Brax.
Hi, my name is Brack.
Oh,
I like beans.
Oh no! Oh God! Damn.
Oh, okay, this episode just redeemed itself for me.
It's a Brack show. Sorry, I'm Brack.
It's the Brack show. Damn it! We should have made that the stinger.
I know. Though I will stand behind our current stinger this week.
Oh wow! Since Sarah made this cool new ninja sword, I assume she gets to use. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, good one, Easy. Good one.
Also, you'd think this, since this was a Sarah-focused episode, you no, but no. A woman getting a power-up in Power Rangers / Super Sentai. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
That'll never work.
No.
Where do you think
You're going.
Ew, he's got a permanent Gary Busey grin.
Ish.
Ooh, yeah. Also,
Where do you think you're going? Yeah.
Is this music supposed to make me swell with a sense of nostalgia? Because all it really does is make me swell.
Yeah.
just it's making me feel feelings, yes, but those feelings are kind of right now prohibited in this particular episode for all of the obvious reasons.
Yeah. Fail. He just pulled a Joe Swanson impression. Bring it on.
Yep. And they're the pass stations. Scores. And the Rangers tie it up 1-1. Oh, wait. She gets to use it?
Yeah, but not the upgrade part.
Still, she got a couple of real good licks in on that one.
Yeah.
Well, at least she gets to use the sword. May not get the power up, but she gets the sword.
So that's a win.
You know what? I'll take it. Okay, that was funny. Wow.
Wow. Really?
Wow, we're back to using this.
Well, half and half.
Okay, fair enough.
But of course, only Brody gets the super sword, because, you know,
Of
fuck the
course.
rest of you.
Of course.
Because fuck the Nick channel.
Yeah. I love how the chat is so invested in this episode. They're in there
I know,
throwing sodas at each other.
They're tossing sodas like they're Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, they're throwing
Hey,
around
we're-
sodas like they're beach balls.
Yep.
Oh, geez, don't tell Cesaro. Well, if you're tossing sodas, I'll think of Barks.
Dear God, get her away from that thing.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, you break it, you buy it.
You lost. Oh, Jesus.
Also, what is up with Haley's helmet? Anyone else notice that?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, never mind. Thought they messed up the paint job.
Probably.
Oh, thank you, Cure.
Can we focus here? Oh, wait, no, we can't.
What do you want to
No,
really
we
focus
can't.
on
Do we-
this shit?
That was the joke. Holy crap, I forgot they had these things.
I know, right?
Especially that one. When was the last time you used that Zord? Kara, I'm gonna need something a lot stronger than that after this episode.
Suddenly I long for a home improvement episode. Whoa! Teacher's the goddamn Batman.
Ooh.
She just teleported and it's impressive.
And you know what? Good on them for fixing the door at the very least.
Again, I'm willing to bet Tim the Toolman would have done a better job.
You know what? It's initiative from the students. That's got to be worth something.
Also, I'm pretty sure that Victor and Monty would have, their parents would have been sued and their wages would have been garnished for life.
I must say I'm very impressed with your attitude, Sarah. Impressed enough to let you take the test again. Really?
So everyone else who failed, fuck you. She gets a second chance. Oh, that's fair.
Yeah,
Well,
a bit of bullshit have to be called there, but
To be fair, the only two people who probably really fucked things up were these two bozos, and I don't think their attitude's gonna really help there.
I don't know. There's going to be a few other people who want a second
Oh
chance.
God, what are you
oh
doing?
no.
God damn it.
Oh. Are you kidding me?
They loaded explosives for that door, by the way.
Someone got paid to do that.
Yeah.
Just let that sink in. Someone got paid to have a door destroyed by a fart.
No, not just a person. Several people got paid for that. Several people.
To describe a fart that could kill a door.
Hasbro, fix this. For the love of God, fix it. For the love of our sanity, fix this.
Please.
Everyone in this room is now dumber thanks to you two. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your souls.
You know what? This is the biggest crime in this episode is the amount of fart jokes here because, yeah, take away Victor and Monty's cockadookie, for lack of a better word. This episode was fine. It has its flaws, but it was fine.
Yeah.
And this is Ranger Liz's review, and she's absolutely like, take away the fart jokes. This is a fine episode.
I wouldn't say it's not. Sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Get it out of your system.
Thank you. Yeah, I need to vent. Take away the fart jokes. The lesson was decent, and a little more moderate lesson, not everything's going to be as easy as you think it is. Just because it was easy at first doesn't mean it won't get tougher later. Be prepared for that. Never assume that it's easy street. Things could always come out of nowhere to make your life hell. That's what we saw today, and to be fair, they did a good job setting that up with the test. So I'll give them credit for that. And the monster, Brax was played up on that pretty well. And the fact that he's still around means he'll be back to piss them off later and probably piss us off a lot later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that one element. And yeah, deal about you're saying, other than that, what's so bad about it? But here's the thing. Because of how prevalent the fart joke is in this episode, it overshadows everything. And it brings the whole episode down.
This is easy. This is where Joe Bob would come in with the drive-in totals and say, gratuitous fart joke. But guess what? That's what it is. It's gratuitous. It's additional. You didn't need it.
He did. He does.
Literally, they looked at the script and they said they have to stretch for about 3 minutes. What can we do? Fart jokes? No. Go ahead, easy, go.
Joe Bob went on the best tangent about a fart joke once, and I'll have to find that for you guys. But the point is, yeah, this was a great episode. A great Sarah-focused episode. Honestly, okay, Christiani, you're hot as hell, and you can't teach that. I'm glad you have a baby on the way. You're probably the hottest Pink Ranger we've had in a very, very long time. But Sarah is a walking anomaly. I'm so sick of her getting focus episodes. And why? Because she's hot? Okay, well, fine. I mean, but this is the third time. This is the third time Sarah had to learn a fucking lesson. When does Haley get a focus episode that's not about her boyfriend?
Yeah.
Seriously, when does Levi get an episode that doesn't have to do with obsessed fans?
Yeah,
what happened? What happened to Yellow? Wasn't he supposed to get some focus episodes too?
Yeah, when does Calvin get an episode that doesn't focus on Haley?
That's the thing. Everyone who gets a focus episode, it's the same exact type of focus episode. Preston, it's always about his magic. Calvin and Haley, it's always about each other. Sarah, it's always about how her intelligence can be her Achilles heel. It's always the same fucking thing. They can grow it other ways, Saban.
They're teenagers. They have their whole lives ahead of them. They can go in different directions. This is supposed to be the turning point of their lives, not just do stock mediocre high school shit. Seriously, if I wanted that, I'd watch old episodes of Saved by the Bell. And as we all know, Zach Morris is trash.
I mean, okay, once again, it's very clear that the writers are cribbing from Mighty Morphin, but let's remember, folks, even Mighty Morphin never got this fucking bad! And they had
even Jesus Christ Tommy Oliver had some good development episodes before they made him Jesus Christ Tommy Oliver.
Serious. And even after the fact they actually managed to do something other than the same thing every goddamn time. say what you will about the whole Vision Quest thing, but at least it was something different.
Also, Chip, buddy, you were at Morphicon. You saw your audience. It's more than just kids. So quit pandering to them. You know better than that.
You know what? I got a question for if Chip Lynn happens to be watching. I couldn't even finish without laughing, but a question needs to be asked. Did Nickelodeon pay for the fart jokes?
That's my.
Because I'm beginning to think that's what the situation is.
This has Nickelodeon's name written all over it in bright neon.
Because I know for a fact that even if there were fart jokes, they were built up, or at the very least, some class were putting into it. This is classless. This is
it's amazing you can use that and class in the same sentence without irony. Because I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Fart jokes, toilet humor, that is the lazy man's humor. That is the dry hump of humor. I hate it. I mean, I'll go there if I got nowhere else to go, but not even my comedy idols, not even Mystery Science Theater / Riff Tracks always go that route. They mix it up a little.
They do it when they know it's the funniest thing they could bring up.
Yeah, but they don't rely on it.
They don't.
Dynaman actually has a comment here. Do you believe that Chip Lynn was right on that Saban was forcing the comedy? Yeah, I could actually see Hey Saban pulling shit like that.
This might be a case of the producers or the execs thinking they know better.
Executive meddling the series. Good Lord.
The two most damning words in any franchise. I don't care what it is. You hear those two words, you know it's dead. Executive meddling. Name me a show.
DL Bot. I remember that bit because he said it. We were there. We were there, Easy. We were there at that panel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so there you go. So, yeah. Name me a show. Name me a franchise where executive meddling has not gone and fucked things up.
Yeah, the next Power Ranger series is going to be a victim of executive meddling because of Go Busters, which was also executive meddled.
Solar Star, that doesn't mean he can't make things happen. Rest assured. Still.
I think the damage has already been done, my friend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Abso-freaking-lutely. I think we said all.
Basically, yeah. Also, great way to introduce a new villain, by the way. I mean,
could go.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but when I'm trying to think of better ways villains were introduced. Guys like Serrator, guys like Kilobyte, guys like Darkonda. They had epic build-up to them. It's like, oh, they're bringing in the big guns. They're bringing in a new guy. What's he going to do? I didn't get that with Brax. I'm sorry. It's just he did not seem like a force to be reckoned with. Even when he flipped on the badass switch, it's just like, so they beat him in one episode. Even ran off like a little bitch during the Megazord fight.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be scared of this guy?
He got his ass kicked in the first introduction of that. Looking like a bitch.
Sad when you're making Brock Lesnar look more like a slasher villain than this guy.
Good God.
Compared to this guy, yeah.
I think that's all we need to say at this point. For me, I think it goes without saying. Final rating for me, thumbs all the way fucking down.
Yep. Also, you had a chance to turn Victor and Monty around the last few episodes, and it's gone.
And yeah,
it's gone.
It is gone and ain't ever coming back.
I feel bad for those two actors, man.
Chris, Caleb, buddy.
Such gentlemen, and this is the material they had to work with. Hindsight's 2020. Next time we meet them, I'm paying for a beer.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm pretty sure that $20 we gave them probably paid for that beer.
Yeah. After all the literal shit they had to go through. No, literal shit because of this episode.
I just hope that was gimmicked to look like beans and not actual beans for poor.
Well, I'm
poor
pretty
Caleb.
sure it was, but yeah, but
JC Lexicon, don't you fucking dare! They do not deserve that joke!
No. Joe Bob!
Joe Bob!
No, they don't even deserve Joe Bob. You know who they get? They get Keith Olbermann.
Get out.
That'll work.
I will take that.
I'm not even gonna dignify that with Joe Bob.
Thank you. Matty, hit the fucking button.
I told you. I told you this one was gonna suck.
They don't even need to rate this.
It's time for your comments of the week. You can send them at the link provided in the chat room. Exclamation point recap for that. Rules are on the screen. Opinions only. No news or full summaries. Tokusatsu questions only. No more than 2 to 3 questions per comment. No versus questions. 1 email per episode. Keep your comments as brief as possible. Of course, all comments due at the beginning of the episode, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, beginning of the show, which is next week. John?
Matty, I believe it's
Did I
actually
fuck
going
up?
to be you. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I was
right.
just going to say, it's actually going to be you that starts us off here tonight.
Oh, thank you. Tokumania is going to be running wild, ladies and gentlemen. We start with Tokumania, yeah. And by the way, you're welcome for getting the comedy going at the beginning of the episode before we watched the actual train wreck. Now, see what I was trying to do? Anyway, hey, recappers, Tokumania, son of a fighting bitch. Damn it, Super Ninja Steel, you had a good streak going on, and now you break it with this episode.
Matty,
Is
you
it
know
just
what?
me? What?
No, you read that, right? You know what to do.
Yeah, speaking of Bork Laser, you know, Super Ninja Steel, you had a good streak of no fart jokes going. Be a shame if something were to break it. Hey, where's Brock Lesnar? It's my belt now. I beat Roman for it. Yeah, calm down, champ. Just hitting the button. 16-bit Brock Lesnar theme, ladies and gentlemen. See, it's so bad we're not even laughing at it now. That's
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is this episode just sounds dumb? No, it's not just you.
Definitely not you.
Sounds dumb? How about looks dumb, feels dumb, tastes dumb, smells dumb?
Bottom line is
say
dumb.
taste. Just don't say taste. I don't want to taste. No.
This offends all 6 senses.
Agreed.
But there are only 5 senses. No, there's a 6th sense, and I see dead Rangers.
Is it sad that we can come up with better humor than this fucking show?
That's why I've been saying all along. So in this episode, Sarah gets overconfident. Wait, didn't we already do this? Twice, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, twice.
And well, yeah, he said twice, as a matter of fact. And why does this have to be a test? It's not like the Rangers were ninjas this season. Oh, wait. Brax just doesn't do it. The gravelly sounds. The gravelly voice sounds repetitive in the way that he and Tianamon. I hope I'm saying that right, but at this point, do I care?
Also, I got a comment. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the other problem with Rex. Generic gravelly voice, as Linkara would put it.
Wow, so original.
All right.
You know, do the people who edit this crap, they know there are voice filters, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure you can modulate voices.
Pretty sure too. And the way that he and Tiananmen were introduced was just out of the blue. But I wonder what his secret is. It's not like it's going to be the same as a stupid plot twist with his counterpart. Yeah, right.
You say that.
Yeah, actually, in parentheses, yeah, right. I think it's a little funny when Badana. Good God, I just got that and I'm shut.
Yeah.
Fell in love with Brax.
Don't look at it too long, Matty. It's like staring into the sun. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, like I'm just moving on. Fell in love with Brax, and it works well with the stock footage. And with Brax pretending to be incompetent. Hit me if you want. Dave me if you want. But in my honest opinion, the Ninja did this better.
Oh, no.
You are kidding. No shame. No dates for me, my friend.
No shame.
It is a sad day indeed when Ninja actually did it better than Power Rangers, considering how often we've been saying Power Rangers has been doing it better than Ninja. Not this time.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those jinxing the shutout, it's been jinxed. The shutout is broken.
Yep.
There. Not only did it fool the Ninjas, it also fooled the audience. They should have done that instead of just telling us. And it's just me, or am I the only one who hates it when they adopt stupid stuff from the Sentai? And with Victor and Monty, the fart jokes are back. With this many fart jokes, they should rename this season Power Rangers Metamucil Force.
Wow.
Oh, Tokumania, I tip thine hat to thee. That is a good one.
I'd clap if I could. I'd clap if I didn't have to hold this fucking button down.
But it is also, let's see, my final grade, 1 out of 5 at least. On the bright side, there's only 9 more weeks of this crap. 10 if you count the worldwide day of play. Hashtag fuck the Nick channel.
Yeah, because kids totally won't pop on Netflix or Hulu or Cartoon Network, God forbid.
This is why I'm a cord cutter. We don't even have to deal with this shit.
The point is, kids have options. Fucking Nickelodeon.
Dumbasses, really. Oh, God.
And then they wonder why where ratings are in the shitter.
Or
In this case, quite literally.
Or here's an idea. Hey, kids, instead of the Worldwide Day of Play, how about you just turn on Nick Splat and watch classic, i.e. good Nickelodeon? Yeah, give me that. Yeah, give me the old salute your shorts. Hey, dude, over this shit any day. Hey, dude.
Hey, dude.
Questions. How would you want the opening theme? How would you want the opening theme for Beast Morphers?
Simple. No, Keneal. Anything else will be better.
Also, I don't want to hear Go-Go Power Rangers at all in that theme. Oh, it was cute when you did it in Dino Charge. It was something a little different. You're doing something a little different here, but give it a goddamn rest. Originality. Learn it. Know it. Live it.
As much as I love the Ninja Steel theme song, and it is a good theme song, in all fairness,
Yeah.
we could use some originality. I am in agreement with the two gentlemen in this call.
Actually,
and they are gentlemen compared to the people who wrote this crap.
Actually, I'm inclined to disagree about the theme songs because more and more I'm starting to notice how off they sound. They don't sound absolutely dreadful. In my opinion, I'm not Dashinta, but I can see some of his points and how off everything sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, they do kind of wear out their welcome very fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Number 2, would you want lights and sounds, especially lights in the Beast Morphers toys? That would be nice, yes.
I'll tell you what I don't want. What they've been putting out lately.
And I'm going to go ahead and stop you before you even read number 3 because I'm pretty sure that is the same question we've been asked a million times now. So I'm going to go ahead and put the kibosh on that one right now.
That's it for Tokamania. Next up, Solar Star, then.
Solar Star here, and character assassination is the biggest sin in storytelling. Not to mention losing foresight so late in the game. Wheel morality, turn. Tell us the lesson the kiddies must learn. And the moral of today's story is a quote from Lemony Snicket from a series of unfortunate events. Assumptions are dangerous things to make, and like all dangerous things to make, bombs for instance, or strawberry shortcake, if you make even the tiniest mistake, you can find yourself in terrible trouble. No argument there.
Well, I haven't watched Strawberry Shortcake in a little while, but it's very missed.
Oh.
That's a good one. It's a good one.
If you were anybody
I'm
else,
trying here. Sorry.
You know what? Fair point. Still better than the episode. You get a pass.
Thank you.
You know what? We're all trying here, to be fair.
Yeah, we're desperately reaching for something to laugh at. Moving on. This episode gets 2 math tests out of 5. Minus 1 point for the stupid fart jokes. They really screwed up Sarah in this episode, as she would never make a stupid assumption that she could just breeze through a test without preparing.
That was a math test? That was a math test and she passed it? Wow, now you're really pushing the limits of science fiction.
She ought to know that taking precautions is part of being a scientist. Not many teachers are going to be lenient to let you retake a test. I also found it rather astonishing that Monty would fail a test. Thank you!
Thank you! Again, high-powered magnet, anyone? Screwed over the planet, anyone?
Yeah, he goes on. Isn't he supposed to be a nerd? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's because Bulk and Skull were underachievers. You know, there are some people in the world who can have a 4.0 GPA but can't tie their own shoes. They could have written Monty this way. Anyway, question. With Neo Saban's obsession with trying to recapture lightning in a bottle, what mistake do you think they kept on making that just didn't work from Samurai to Ninja Steel?
You mean besides the goddamn fart jokes?
I think that
Well, to be fair, they didn't start that till Dino Charge.
No.
Let's see. What mistake have they been making? I think they've been making their episodes a little too formulaic.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. There's call me crazy, and you probably will, but I kind of miss the non-linear storytelling of the Disney era. I like how all the episodes connected to one another. Even Overdrive, as god-awful as it was, each episode connected to the next. It felt like a progressive story. We don't have that here.
Yeah.
It's just a plot. It's just situation. Find out you screwed up. Learn a lesson. Resolve the situation. Fight a monster. Monster grows. Megazord fight. Funny jokes by Victor and Monty spliced in and out. I puke. The end.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We could debate forever about franchise continuity, how we could connect all the series together. That is a debate that could go all day. But the problem with just Ninja Steel alone is series or seasonal continuity. There's stuff episode to episode that doesn't even connect to each other in its own season. That is a huge problem, and that's been something that's been going on ever since Samurai. I'll give Samurai credit. It was one of the few series that got it decent by trying to have an overarching plot and having continuity within the series. But even then, it didn't do it perfectly. But after that, just it doesn't matter if it doesn't connect to anything in that season. I'm not even caring about the franchise at all. Just in that season, they can't even keep everything together. That is terrible writing.
It literally felt like they were trying to make these super seasons, minus Samurai. They looked like they were trying to make these super seasons completely different shows. I mean, that literally felt like that's what they were going for. Like the first half has no merit.
Yeah. Hell, even within the super season, things don't connect. The fact that
Exactly.
we had 2 episodes within Super Ninja Steel where Sarah had to learn a similar lesson, that is a very huge lack of continuity within the season that just baffles the mind of anyone with even half a brain.
Hey, Sarah, I got an idea. Why don't you clone yourself so you can focus on your texting and your movies? Oh, wait! Been there, done that, threw up.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. Picked up the T-shirt, burned it.
Anyway, that's it for Solar Star. And Matty, you've got the easiest email in the goddamn world with P96822.
And I'm going to kill some time here with this one. P96 gave it a 0 out of 10. And Cure Crystal said it best. Noam Canil! You've officially taken the top spot on my blacklist above Shirakura.
Oh!
Which, yeah. I'd rather have Shirakura write this piece of crap.
Oh, stop right there. I disagree.
Down, dummy.
I have to disagree with that.
I know. I was making a Chisel Adonis joke. That's what I was trying to do here.
Fair enough, but still. You see, here's the thing. Yeah, no Canil's number 2 on my worst list, without a doubt in my mind. But he's only a music guy.
Nah.
That's all he fucks up.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's real fucking bad. But Shirakura
my
has
original
fucked up the
idea,
time.
actually, my original joke was, I'd rather have Rebecca Black write my damn music
Ooh.
Actually,
than have no Canil back.
to be fair, after Friday, she apparently got better. And she even made fun of herself. So you know what? I would take Rebecca Black over Noam Camille.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so that's my failed joke. I mean, even I'm trying, folks.
We're all trying. That's why I'm so angry. That's why I'm like quick to jump on you guys, because it's like I need something to vent.
Next up, Red Rob.
Hey, recappers, here's my result for Prepare to Fail. To think Victor and Monty can do no wrong, but really? More fart moments? At the very least, the first time was all right, but the second time really wants to push the moment further. And I don't know why I laugh and groan at the same time for the final scene, because it's so bad it's good. Wow, dude. No.
I think you're laughing to save your own sanity.
I think so.
God bless you.
I think, I follow Murr's Studio on Instagram, another cartoonist. And she had one of those brief moments of laughter and insanity. That's the pressure valve that's the pressure valve making sure you don't snap.
Also, well, speaking of snapping, look at Adek in the chat. He is officially broken, and I don't mean in the Matt Hardy way.
Yeah. Also, I believe that's what's called as insanity hypothermia, where you actually laugh to save your sanity.
Yeah.
It's like you feel hot before you freeze to death.
Anyway, we continue on. Also, are they trying to pretend that they're the Kool-Aid Man? Oof. Anyway,
We made that joke.
Anyway,
we made the joke, yeah.
Anyway, the message of the episode isn't bad, which is challenges may get harder as life goes along even in school. So I'll give the episode a 7.5 out of 10 can of no magic beans.
Maybe they should teach these kids something important, like how to get a side hustle because your $300 paycheck isn't going to pay for your $1,200 rent. How about tackling some real life issues, Nick? Don't talk town to your audience. Saban, looking at you too. These kids aren't ready for real life.
No.
And they're not going to be ready if you keep pulling this shit.
These are the kind of the kind of lessons they teach in this show are stuff you would learn maybe in like early middle school at best.
Seriously.
Anyway, his only question, are you guys caught up with Go-Go Power Rangers comics? Because for the next comment, I want to get my thoughts on them. I hope that's all right with you. Dude, We don't have the money.
Little behind.
I would suggest holding off on that, my friend.
I would, but my comic shops are shit when it comes to stacking Power Rangers comics. I go there like every week. They don't listen to me. They say, "Oh, well, you got to make a pool list." Well, people on the pool list don't get their comics either, so it's all one big joke.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, that's it for Red Rob. Up next is 8X Spider, who, Matty, by the way, I would be careful about his final analysis for this episode because apparently he has changed his mind in the chat.
All right, well, put it in the chat. I'll read that then. That final analysis there.
There you go.
8X Spider. I will update it in the chat there, ADEC. Hey guys, it's ADEC. Speaking of it, oh God, where do I begin with this? I never thought that Sarah would get an F on her math test, and apparently it was a math test. Son of a bitch. And I think I can agree with the teacher. It's always best to study. As for the rest of this episode, the Superstar Blade looks pretty cool. The Megazord fight was decent, and the rest was just meh. Final analysis. Well, he originally gave it 6 out of 10, but I think I'm in agreement with the new rating you put in the chat.
Hit it.
Yeah, I got the button. I got the button. I just need to set it up real quick, and hit the motherfucker.
-5 stars.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yep. Well, I thought we were in the clear, but it looks like the international spoilers are already flooding. And Matty, do you mind hitting the Barty Gumble?
It's button night, folks.
You know what? It'll be my pleasure.
It begins.
And I'm willing to bet I might have to use the neuralizer from Men in Black so that it could keep me spoiler free. Just don't fall. Just don't. You see spoilers? Don't click on that thing. Which is what I should have done. Is I've been spoiled the finale.
Yep.
Just a plot synopsis. I'm thinking that everything looks quote unquote better.
I won't name names, but someone spoiled a little bit of Space Squad for me, the new movie. Oh. And yes, we'll be getting to that in the future.
Oh yeah, we've already made plans.
Yep, so don't ask. But yeah, someone had to go and spoil something for that for me, so I'm a little miffed about that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see where at. Anyway, since Power Rangers Beast Morphers is set to come out in February next year, do you have any expectations? Yes, a good series.
Thank you.
That'd be nice.
Also, I mean, I'm going to keep it simple because we've had that question before. Also, do you have any suggestions on what the next Sentai could be when Lupat comes to a close? We do, but we didn't know. We're moving.
Aren't we jumping the gun a little bit?
You guys do this every fising time. I'm sorry. I'm calling y'all asses out on this. I am getting sick of this fucking question every single fucking week.
How about you finish this candy bar before you open a new one?
It's either what do you guys think the next series is going to be or what kind of series you want to expect. It's both the same question. We don't have an answer anymore. Stop asking.
That should be a fucking rule.
Yeah, you know what? It is going to be a fucking rule. No more asking about what we would expect.
Like, come on, people. We've been at it this, 5 years?
Besides, every time
on this show, 5 years on this show. How many long on Toku Riffs?
Talking to myself.
Easy. Sorry. We're all angry, dude.
I'm not angry.
You're frustrated.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If I get my 2 cents in, I'm just saying, guys. Every time we give our hopes and our suggestions and stuff like this, they don't pan out. So we're getting our hopes up for nothing. Stop it. I'm just being realistic.
Agreed.
Yeah. Let's just let shit hit the fan whenever it happens. Or be glorious. And no, I'm not hitting the button. That's too obvious. whatever happens, happens. Just you folks mark out over here. We'll believe it when we sees it. I heard a lot of people saying that would be a night theme. I'm not reading the rest of this. We just went through a rant. Well, that's it for me. See you later, he says. And ADAC, this is not the first time you've asked this. I'm pretty sure this is not the first time. Anyway, next up, Zeltrax Millennium.
Oh, it starts off with some salt in the from Zeltrax here. Before we begin, Shades, is Cure Crystal in the chat? If so, Dave him for me. I did that dinosaurs meme because I grabbed the full series at Walmart and it was the last one, only $25 too. Also, the Jasper the douchebag ghost thing is from Robot Chicken.
Ah, okay.
So,
gotcha. Also,
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
So, Cure, sorry, but the request is granted. Dave!
Also, $25 for a full series. Nice score.
Indeed. Second, I'm working on finding and seeing a therapist. I'm also honoring my agreement from DLBot that I'm staying off social media. I haven't even turned on Discord or popped on Twitter at all this week. Good on you, my friend.
You're not missing much, my friend. Trust
you
me.
picked a good week to cut out, let me tell you. But I will say this. Like, again, I said this last week. I know what you're going. I have an idea of what you're going through because I'm going through a lot of shit myself. And once I get to a certain point, I'll probably make a video explaining how things have been going for me. But trust me when I say, if you find the right therapist, it will do you a world of good. So don't give up. Anyway, third, this episode. I can see where people don't like this one. It's an Sarah episode template we've seen a few times where she gets overconfident and gets screwed over. I've been thinking about that. What if Sarah's overconfidence is her character flaw? Something to think about.
Well, it's a good character flaw. They just need to stop bringing it up for 3 goddamn episodes. Less is more.
Indeed. I will give Sarah this. Her working on the super sword throughout the episode was nice, and personally a lot better than Kinji getting the thing from a cursed katana.
That is true.
Indeed. I also give Mrs. Finch, the teacher, credit for giving everyone gas masks before Victor and Monty's stunt. Yeah, that was one of the better parts of that whole thing, stupid as it was. The rest of the class learned while Victor and Monty did not. Is it sad that I can count the number of times Victor and Monty tried this plot on one hand across both seasons? Anyway, I give this episode a straight C, and even I think that's generous. Personally, I cannot wait for the next episode for one reason and one reason only, but if I say it now, it is spoiler, so fuck it, Ninja Venice. And we appreciate your restraint. Anyway, with that, that's it for Zeltrax. Mix up is Ranger Fan Nathan.
Okay, I'm just going to say I liked 70% of the episode. The episode could have definitely been done without the damn fart jokes. I know they could have come up with a better way to something better, way better for Victor and Monty to get out of taking the second part of the test. I will say that I would like to see Mrs. Finch a little bit more. Favorite part is how she called Sarah out for complaining about how hard the second part of the test was, and she was pretty much told Sarah, I never said part 2 of the test was going to be the same as part 1. I will say, if anyone is out there calling bullshit on Mrs. Finch, allows her to retake the test, calm down. As someone who is a teacher, a lot of teachers do this, but you won't get the full credit. It's very true.
Now that makes sense.
That's very true. It's happened in high school on my end before. So I will ask that, did anyone else find it a little creepy that Madonna was sitting on Brax knowing that in the Sentai they are mother and son?
It's not the first time they've kind of done this. And it's just it is a little off-putting, but in the case of the Sentai, ignorance is bliss.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, when we argue over Discord, I blame a little bit of delay on our end.
Yeah, that's
one
of the problems.
Shit happens.
Yeah. We're not mad at each other, folks. We're just mad at the bullshit this episode had to shovel out in our face. I will say, we continue over this comment. I will say that I give Victor minor credit in realizing that the fart jokes were getting old when he criticizes Monty for eating more beans. Other than that, I thought they could have given this. I thought it could have been a decent episode, but the fart jokes brought down my rating to a 2.5 out of 5. Question: I personally did not like Q Ranger, and I'm not going to criticize anyone who likes it, but I have been seeing a lot of love for the series, and personally, I don't know why. So, what am I missing? Am I missing something? And could you guys give me a short explanation as to why people like it? I think, and this is only my personal way, I find things I like of it. Like Champ is a good example of that. MF and Sarugi is a good example of that. We were not nice. We were not kind to Q Ranger overall.
I think the point is, even in nobody stuck up for it once. There are things we like about it. We like Kenji. We like Ninja Dad because he's relatable. Yeah. There's a few things like it. There's a few things. I mean, Kasumi and Fuka were cute / hot as hell, and you can't teach that.
We were talking about Q Ranger though.
I know, but I'm getting to that, man. I'm just saying. I'm saying okay. The point is that even in shows you despise, there are things you could find out in it that you like.
Yeah, you cut off for a second on my end, so that's the reason I'm like, okay, what are you? Okay.
Well, even in shows like Decade, which I'm still not a big fan of, there are things I like about it. It's like, and stuff like Forza. Q Ranger, it has likable characters. The story is debatable whether it's good or bad or not, but if you ignore Mr. Gary Stu over there, there are things we like about it. There are things to like in this show. I mean, if you take off the rage goggles, there are things to like about it.
Yeah. I mean, in hindsight,
it's perfect, but no. But what show is?
Yeah, in hindsight, when we look back at a lot of shows, we can see the good in a lot of them. It's just certain shows, it's harder for us to do that with. Ninja being probably prime example number 1. And then there's also shows that when I look back on them, I realize they weren't as good as I originally thought they were. So it works both ways. It's just sometimes in the moment you go by off your base thoughts, but that's why Easy doesn't immediately review them. He has that 2-year that several year limit to make sure he has time to process and decide whether or not it's actually as good or bad as he originally thought it was.
It's the same analogy as what would you say how you cook ribs. Alton Brown had a good example of that where if you cook the ribs medium rare, it looks good, looks delicious, looks properly cooked, and then it's tough. It's too tough. It's too tough. And yet you cook them low and slow, and they taste delicious. Kind of the same way. Like right off the bat, like John and I, Shays and I, we always like to give our rating of a series. We just did that with Kamen Rider Bill, and Easy. He gives like a provisional grade. Yeah, because
you do not take my rating on Toku Riffs as official.
It's more of like a first impressions for you.
I'd say that.
Yeah, it's like if I had reviewed Q Ranger right after we stopped watching it on Toku Riffs, I probably would have been a little too biased. I probably would have raged on it more than I should. It's the same reason Joe Bob Briggs reviews old horror movies. He doesn't review the new crap because that's not how he rolls. He likes to watch old stuff so he can watch it with a proper analysis.
Same thing. So you let it stew a little bit a while, you get those thoughts, or these thoughts completely desert your head and go, okay, sort of blinded. Then once you start watching, those feelings came back.
Yep. It's like I'm not going to review Zio just because it's 2 or 3 episodes old. If YouTube was nice to me, I'd put up things I like about it, like 5 things I like about Geo or 5 things I hate about Geo. Kind of like what's his name does. The guy who does that, Game Overthinker, I think is his.
No.
Does that Game Underthinker? No, that's not it. I'm thinking of someone else. But someone does 5 things they like and 5 things they hate about something.
Yeah, that
I
makes
forget
sense.
who that is.
Actually, the one person I think had the right pattern for how they do their videos, and easy, I know you're going to probably hate on me for this, Linkara, when he does History of Power Ranger.
No.
Yeah, he explained in detail during his Wild Force video how he does History of Power Rangers. He watches the series, takes it slow, writes down all the notes he can, and then he moves on to the next series before he even finishes the previous one, because he wants to let those thoughts stew in, and when he goes back and thinks about it, what sticks, so that when he makes his final script and video, he has everything clear and concise.
Yep.
And in the case of the current series and everything else, he's got 2 years to think about the first half anyways. By the time he's done with the once he's done with the whole series and he's properly ready he can actually script it and take his time with it. It's not going to be as much time.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to review Ninja Steel right away. Right when it's over.
No, he'll probably wait until halfway into the first, like the quarter way into Beast Morphers before that comes out.
Exactly. So don't rush into anything. But how do we get off on that? Let's get back.
No, it was a good discussion about why, because he didn't exactly like it, which
it was
is fair.
all on topic. It was all on topic to the question.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it was all on topic.
Moving on.
Anyway, that's actually his email. Next up is Cure Crystal.
Well, since I'm off for the next 4 months due to class that I needed not being offered this semester, and I got a 95% on my final exam, and he wants you to hit the showcase winner button.
Well, it's not a showcase winner, but I could give you the timeline button, which is basically a bunch of dings. Would that work?
Hey, button's a button.
Yeah, all right, I'll hit this. There you go.
There you go, buddy. Anyway, I might as well watch more Super Ninja Steel. This episode, prepare to fail. Oh, how convenient, he says. I think it gives a great lesson to Sarah. Just because you did well on one part of an exam, it doesn't mean you'll do well on the other. You got to think these through, just like in the construction of a new sword. And the monster luring the Rangers into a false sense of security. Oh, look, this is my surprise face. I mean, we've seen this how many times before? Oh, God, I love this. I think the Ninth Doctor has something to say to Victor and Monty. Excuse me, do you mind not farting while I save the world?
I know what that's for. Okay,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one time you can get away with a fart joke, when someone calls you out on it like that.
Pretty much.
That's not funny. That's just juvenile and gross. I would give this a 3.5 out of 5, but because of the Two Stooges, I give it a 2.5 out of 5. Now then.
Oh, you did not just compare those to the kings of comedy.
Oh.
Now you can hit the Joe Bob button. Now you can hit the Joe Bob.
Yeah.
I'm going to pretend you did not say that.
Also, I'll add my own on this one.
Get out.
Seriously, after seeing that humor, Mo, Larry, Curly, even Chimp rose from their graves, gave them the finger, and went back to comedy heaven.
Pretty much. Oh, who were you referring to then, Kira? Because, yeah, the only other option isn't much better if it's what I think it is.
They're not Bulk and Skull, and for God's sakes, they're not Pat Patterson and Jerry Briscoe.
No. Team Bulk and Skull. Bulk, Skull, and Lieutenant Stone were more of an homage to the Three Stooges than they could ever dream to be. Hell, Bulk, Skull, Professor Phenomenus, while we're on that page.
Yeah. Amen to that. Anyway, now then, update on the Super Sentai Pretty Cure audio dramas. I listened to them, and it isn't anything special, so meh. He brought that up on Sunday, if I remember.
This has been Cure with the audio drama update.
Also, Also, Cure? No.
Cyborg and
No.
Beast Boy and Teen Titans Go.
Don't get me started on that show.
We would be here
You know
all night.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna hit this button again.
Get out.
Moving on. If DL Bud does another meme based off of when we got the keyword puzzle wrong again, I will Dave you to no end.
Yeah, we should put a pin in that. DL, there's gloating, and then there's just being a bad winner.
Yeah.
There is such a thing, you know. To quote Christoph Waltz in Django Unchained, I think you're an abysmal winner.
Exactly. Question time. Question number 1. Would you imagine a world where Shinichiro Shirakura doesn't exist? My friend, I dream of that every goddamn night at this point.
Honestly, it wouldn't matter because that would mean just some other dick brain would take his place and fuck shit up.
Yeah, sad but true.
Evil never dies. You can cut off the head, you can cut off the branch, but you'll never get to the root.
Pretty much. Question number 2. How come 90% of secondary writers are jerks to the main writers? Because that's what the fans like, apparently.
Because the good guys are the good guys. Because the main writer has to be stoic, kind, caring, righteous. You have to have that counterbalance. I don't like it. I think it's effing stupid. I mean, I'm amazed when we don't get a secondary writer that's evil. Date, looking at you.
I was just thinking that.
You need that counterbalance. They kind of need that edge. I mean, it's stupid. It's played out. I get sick of it. I get another guy who tries to be cock of the walk, like our boy Gates. But you know what? It's like night and day. You can't have one without the other.
Pretty much. Anyway, question number 3. Have you seen the gag dub of Bioman?
There's a gag dub of Bioman. If there was, I must have shot really bad.
Kara, you might want to send that to us.
Please.
Anyway, that's it for Kira Crystal. Next up is Keith Inman.
Hey guys, I'm going to make these comments somewhat brief, so let's get to it. Victor and Monty. I know it may be confusing to some people that Monty would fail his tests in spite of the fact that he's smart enough to build a powerful super magnet. Thank you. But I would have you remember that that Victor's stupid has probably affected him throughout their time together. And quote the narrative from Powerpuff Girls: "Just because you're a genius doesn't make you a smart guy."
It's true. Hey, hell, you want a prime example of a guy who's a dumbass but is also apparently a genius? And I know a lot of people like this show, but I don't care. Rick.
Yeah.
Rick from Rick and Morty. That guy's a fucking retard. But he made a gun that can travel through parallel dimensions.
Yeah.
Point goes to the writer on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, explain that one to me.
Yeah. But Donna, I think this may be the first time in the series where a villain, let alone a general, actually fangirls over a monster of the week. But this is also the first time we're seeing something resembling a character that trait coming from her.
I think Easy and I are on the same page. I wouldn't exactly call him a monster of the week, all things considered.
No, he's a general. He's not a monster of the week. We know from the Sentai he's actually he's technically a general, so no. And you know what? We've seen this before. Horrible, anyone?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think Horrible is way more interesting than Badana.
Question for all: do you feel like the school settings should be put on hold for a few seasons after this one ends?
Yes.
God, yes. I'm sick of
yes.
school. I'm so sick of high school. Even in Dino Charge, it felt like they were in school. I know they were in a museum all the time, but it still felt like they were in school.
Yeah.
I guess because it was a museum, but the fact remains, yeah.
Anyway, that's it for Keith. Next up, our good buddy DL Bot.
And I am not going to dignify the first line of this, the first sentence there of this comment.
Is it more gloating?
No. He's being fair there. No, instead he was he made a Queen reference. This episode does not deserve it. Yeah, he pulled a Highlander.
Oh.
Yeah. Not dignifying this episode for that. Sorry, Dale, but anyway. Time to see Prepare to Fail was a complete failure or a surprising success. I had very low expectations for this episode. I hated Mangetsu and Ninja, and the thought of Ymir in Shinobi Ninja steel irked me. But I'm proud to say this episode was not only better than the Sentai counterpart, but a fine episode overall. I think...
Matty, because you hit the HBK button.
You know, yeah, yeah.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, DL, we're just ribbing you, man.
He's like, I'll just leave.
Get back here.
Back here.
You should be used to this by now. We're just ribbing you. Just a harmless rib.
Though, to be fair, it doesn't get much better from here in the next line here. I think one of the major highlights to me is Brax himself. Unlike Mengetsu, I got a general feel of intimidation from this guy. His deep voice helped a lot, and yes, I know it's just Wolverman's voice, but it still works to me at least. His voice actor is actually a veteran, Jamie Lineman, who not only voiced Wolverman Tangled Web and Game Goblin in a past Ninja Steel episode, but he first started voicing Ryuga's dub voice from Lost and Found in Translation. Yeah, no joke, look it up.
Okay, then.
Yeah. The only downsides are Victor and Monty once again. Why do we need so much toilet humor in this series? Seriously! This is just ridiculous!
And there, DL, you have redeemed yourself.
Yes.
You have redeemed. You're redeemed.
We can.
Anyway, bottom line, tell you what, DL-Bot, here's your chance. Do you want to change your rating now, or do you want me to read it as is? Because he gave it a 7.5 out of 10. And he does get bonus points for making Sarah the creator of the Superstar Blade. And while we're waiting for DL-Bot's response, I think Kirkus got the right idea. Matty, hit the J Lethal button.
Aha!
Yes.
But that's not the J Lethal button. It's the Black Machismo button.
Say different.
Where do you think you're going? Yeah.
Now, well, yes. All right, 6 out of 10, he says. Fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair enough, yeah.
Yep. Agree to disagree.
Indeed.
Pretty much.
Now then, time for the riddles. This week's category, Kamen Rider. So let's begin. This special thanks to Bio for the riddles, and Evan for the keyword puzzle, which we'll be getting to later. But for now. Anyway, let's get this going. Number 1. I am childhood friends with the main hero, and I'm always in denial of his current circumstance. My intellect is my greatest weapon, and while I never entered battle, I did at one point make a weapon that could harm weaker enemies. Who am I? I get the feeling someone's going to get this one. This one seems pretty easy.
Yeah, that's yeah. All right, right off the bat, nope.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Kamen Rider, Dynaman. I'll read it again. It's in the chat too, so you guys can see it. I am childhood friends with the main hero, and I'm always in denial of his current circumstance. My intellect is my greatest weapon, and while I've never entered battle, I did at one point make a weapon that could harm weaker enemies. Who am I? Wow, you on the one hand, one of you is actually in the ballpark. Oh, there it is, Dynaman!
Boom!
Hey!
Dynaman got it! Akari from Kamen Rider Ghost!
Good one!
Very nice.
And we're not going to give DL shit for that one, or Bio, because that was actually a good one.
Yeah, nicely done. All right, moving on. Number 2. When I walk outside, I usually am not alone. Attitude is surprising upon first glance, and even my name is a reference to the main hero. Who am I? This one's a little trickier, I think.
Mm-hmm. Ignore the buzzer for those in the podcast. I was just setting that up.
Yeah. I'll read that again. When I walk outside, I usually am not alone. My attitude is surprising upon first glance, and even my name is a reference to the main hero. Who am I?
Ten seconds, folks.
Nobody even came close. The correct answer, Ryutaros from Den-O.
It's childish.
Yeah. Sorry guys. Not even getting a buzzer beater on that one. All right, well, it's 1-1 now. Let's see who can break this tiebreaker before the keyword puzzle. Let's see what we can do here. Number 3. My real name is unknown. I always have advice or present to give to others. And finally, I have a love for a certain holiday. Who am I? This one's another one I get the feeling that someone might figure this one out.
One of them Jeopardy clues where it's all the answers.
And immediately KR36!
That wasn't even close! That wasn't even close!
KR36 right at the gate with Cure Crystal and Adek right behind. Santa Chad from Kamen Rider Double.
Somebody tells me you guys have been following a certain someone's Twitter. Someone who's been watching that show or started watching that show recently.
Anyway, with that, now it's time for a keyword puzzle! Remember, folks, wild card, anything goes. Bottom line, it's not Kamen Rider tonight. Yeah, I think that was a giveaway clue there, KR36. Again, I kind of knew you guys would get that.
Good effort. Have some steak.
That's all right. I think he's going to get you guys with a keyword puzzle because I'm willing to bet no, all I'm going to say is think outside the box on this one. Think outside.
You say that every time.
Well, sometimes it's obvious, but this one's in a all I will say is a category you guys don't normally think about, so we'll see. Nonetheless, here we go. Keyword. Flight. Stealth. Flower. And easy, the reason I keep telling them to think outside the box when it comes to keyword puzzles is honestly, they very rarely do.
Well, there's no better time to start then, people.
Oh. Riley, I like boxes.
Thank you, Riley.
Who keeps piles of boxes around? Honestly.
Hey, don't you talk about my boxes. I like my boxes. I'll say one of you is very close, but again, flight, stealth, flower. One of you is very close.
Oh, give me a buzzer beater, please.
Yeah, doesn't look like we're gonna get it. Time is up. Sayla,
you
were so close. You were in the ballpark. Crow from Garo.
She had what was the
Raiga.
Let me hit the thing here. There we go. But she had Raiga. She had Raiga. I'm like,
It took everything I had not to say something sooner because I wanted to make sure a few other answers got in. But you were right there, Sayla. You had it. You had it.
JC in there.
Yeah, funny. KR36, you should have just said it. Even if it was wrong, it's not like you only get one guess. You can guess as many times as you want until you get it.
I still think we would have accepted it if it was spelled different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kuro, we would have accepted that as well. This is probably where we put in the old Pat Sajak. He's like, talk it out. You might get him, so you might blurt it out.
Yeah, or judges, can we accept that?
Yeah.
Besides, it's crow, it's a play on words. Japanese wordplay. It's
Indeed.
fun.
It's
Unfortunately, we do not have the danger joke here from DL Bot tonight. I think he kind of rushed this one.
Oh, we don't. No.
Nope. So that is it for DL Bot. Matty, go ahead and hit that button, and I will read us the updated rules, which I've just added.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Behind the scenes stuff. Those were the comments of the week. Exclamation point recap for that stuff. The rest of the rules and all that good stuff goes to the shades.
Indeed, yeah. The link is in the form in the description below, or use exclamation point recap to get the link. Remember the rules: opinions only, no news or full summaries. Toku questions only, no more than 2 to 3 questions per comment. No versus questions or expectations/want to sees. That's our new rule. We're adding that in now. 1 comment per person. Keep your comments as brief as possible, roughly around 350 words or less. And remember that all comments are due by the start of the next live show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, next Thursday. And with that, that is going to do it for us here tonight, here on the Ranger Recap. Let's talk about what's happening the rest of this week here on RVTV. Tomorrow night, it's the WrestleCast. Join Matty along with TWK as they talk about the wrestling news of the week. And, of course, your email.
Special guest, Shin Tiger Curl. So you know we're going to have a good show.
At this point, you might want to consider bringing him in as a regular because he comes in almost all the time. Nonetheless, join the 3 of them, plus your emails and comments and more. All of that tomorrow at 10. Saturday, it's the Helmsman with Tony Helms and the gang playing more games online with you. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. So join him for that Saturday at 5. Sunday, Toka Riffs Live. Regular night on Sunday. So we're looking at the next episodes of Kamen Rider Geo, Lupad, Come On, and Hurricaneger. Don't worry, we'll be getting to the other stuff later. We have our plans. But nonetheless, join the three of us along with, hopefully, Spade Ace. He might not be here because he's doing Hollow Scream at Busch Gardens in Tampa. He's doing practice for that, so if he's not here, he's not here. But nonetheless, the three of us will be there, so check that out. Plus your Tokyo memes and more, Sunday at 7. Tuesday, it's Rift Down with TWK and the crew checking out the latest SmackDown and providing their randomness like they always do, so be sure to join them for that Tuesday at 8. Wednesday, it's the start of Doomsday Dawn, our new TRPG series, playing some Pathfinder online with new member of the crew, Vixen Shelby. So make sure you don't miss out on that Wednesday at 9. And, of course, next Thursday, join us for the next edition of the Ranger Recap, where the three of us will be checking out the next episode of Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. And, of course, your comments as well. Join us for that and more next Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, live here on RVTV. And, of course, if you enjoyed tonight's show and you haven't already, make sure you give us a follow to keep up with all our streams and more. And if you can, subscribe to get access to our exclusive Twitch emotes and our VIP Discord channels. And while I'm at it, you might want to make sure you check out our GoFundMe page. We're working towards our trip to Metricon 2019. We need you guys' help. And we've just opened up a new incentive. If we can get to $32.50 before it's at any point during this fundraiser, Biohybrid has agreed to dress up in an inflatable T-Rex costume with a tutu and dance for your amusement, which will be a video recorded and posted up on the RVT YouTube page. Come on, guys. We want to see Bio embarrass himself, don't we? Well, let's be honest. Embarrass himself more than he usually does. He hates when I do that.
Yeah.
But nonetheless.
You don't like to rub him. Also, highest bid gets to pick the song.
Yeah. Like I said, he hates when I do that. And yeah, whoever donates the most money individually before the incentive is met, you will get your say in what song we make Bio dance to. I expect some serious trollage from whoever makes that donation. So make sure you guys tune in for that. In the meantime, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Easy, what kind of jokes do you got for us tonight?
I couldn't find any math jokes, unfortunately. Well, not any that are too lowbrow. So I just thought of some random jokes.
All right.
Take us home then.
I think I'll make you chuckle. Anyway, that's going to do it for the Ranger Recap this week. Until next week, I'm Easy Rider, wondering what was the greatest thing before sliced bread? Giant Bear walks into a bar. Giant Bear walks into the bar, goes up to the bartender. He says, "Can I get a bottle of beer with a whiskey chaser?" And the bartender asks, "Why the big pause?" And the bear looks down and says, "I've always had these."
No.
Arkansas State Trooper pulls over a guy, asks him, "You got any ID?" And the driver says, "About what?" Wow, you whoa.
No, I got it.
Yep. Okay, one redneck says to the other redneck, "I caught my wife in bed with my brother." And the other redneck says, "You bit her?" He says, "Yeah, bit him too." Hunchback walks into a doctor's office. The doctor says, "What's the problem?" He's like, or the doctor says, "You got a problem?" And Quasimodo says, "How'd you know?" And the doctor said, "Just a hunch."
Oh.
12 criminals in England robbed a bank. And on their way to Heathrow Airport, they run into a truck full of Viagra. So Scotland Yard says, "Be on the look for 12 hardened criminals." I'm Easy Rider reminding you that the fan sub will never die. We are your Ranger Recappers. We will see you next week for hopefully a better episode than this. And as always, remember to help control the Ranger population, steal your ninjas as soon as possible. And as always, may the power protect you. We'll see you.
Special thanks to Eric Vaughn for their Patreon donations. Donate today so you can keep these streams going. Also, thanks to Easy's patrons, including Chris Lee, Chris Rolls, Michael Antignano, Stephen Harris, Galen Hanna, Alonzo Tompkins, Anthony Guidman, Matthew Goling Long, Dino, and super shout out to Eric Vaughn and Shane Thompson for their support.
In light of recent atrocities, RVT's Ranger Recap is pleased to present better fart jokes.
Like any good citizen, I'm ready with my suggestions. Now, first of all, overseas, I think you have to use the most powerful weapon you have. In this case, chemical warfare of a type never used before. And I'm talking about the Flatulent Airborne Reaction Team. F-A-R-T, fart. Here's what you do. You take thousands of overweight male NFL football fans, okay? And all these guys have to be over 200 pounds. What you do is, for 30 days, you put them on a diet of nothing but cheese, cabbage, and beer, okay? That's all they get for 30 days. For many of these men, this will not be a new diet. These good citizens will release horrendous, deadly farts, the kind of fart that could kill cancer. The kind of fart that comes in handy if you have something that needs welding. The kind of fart that if you let one go at home, 30 minutes later, your plants are all yellow. The kind of fart that after 2 or 3 days, you begin to realize there are no more birds in your neighborhood. A fart that would eat the stitching out of Levi's. Can I get away with one more fart joke here? Okay. The kind of fart whereby the Centers for Disease Control declares your pants a level 5 biohazard. Okay? Now,